150 years of the Scottish Football Association, and today another campaign begins.
I keep telling them they're a good team, and now they're starting to believe that they're a good team.
For the 2024 UEFA European Championships start here at Hampden Park.
I always think of this day as Christmas morning.
Scotland's group for the 2024 qualifiers: Spain, Norway, Georgia, Cyprus. Is there any chance of getting through that?
Aye.
Robertson with McGinn at the back post! Oh, John McGinn!
We play against top teams. We want to be able to compete. We know that we can compete and push each other as much as we can, because we know we can win big games like that.
We knew we could give everyone a game.
There have been some incredible moments, and another one to be written into the history books.
Something that can't really explain how it felt.
We could feel the atmosphere in the stadium before the game.
Returning those special nights back to Hampden.
I think that just showed that we could go on and beat anyone.
Let's look at Norway then. Erling Haaland.
McGinn, it's Dykes, it's McGinn!
Still brings a smile to my face. It's not just about the living on the pitch, it's about your whole squad.
It's very much a group here. Anytime you're asked to play, all the boys give everything they have.
Georgia feels like something that we need to now address.
It comes to Callum McGregor, opening goal for Scotland!
If there was one country to mess up, it would be Scotland.
Well, there's going to be a VAR check.
I think he's given the free kick, Rory.
And Alvaro Morata does get the breakthrough for Spain.
This time it's just not going to be the case.
I don't think it was as big a shock to us as what it was maybe to everyone else.
Just be ready for a good summer, because we're ready.
And the dream is so close now.
Well, I'm smiling, so that's a start.
We all wanted to get to the World Cup. We had a dream.
They might finish Scotland off now. Artem Dovbyk does just that. And Ukraine have done everything that's been asked of them.
On the night we didn't turn up. It's kind of a sign of how far we've come that we are disappointed.
The wait for a World Cup of their own goes on and on and on.
So it's a balance of using the hurt from the game, the disappointment, to spur us on to get promoted in the Nations League and make sure we're in Germany in 2024.
It's Christie! It's 2-1 Scotland! This game uses his body brilliantly! Yes! Dykes does it again! Scotland are looking for sweet revenge!
Steve, in the end, a very satisfying night for you.
Good night, pleased for the players. We gave them a lot of information in a very short space of time. Most of it was boring, but you can see by the performance they took everything on board and produced a really good performance to beat a good Ukrainian team.
I always think of this day as Christmas morning.
Scotland. So the first team is the team of Scotland. It was possible for Scotland against Spain.
Scotland's group for the 2024 qualifiers: Spain, Norway, Georgia, Cyprus. Is there any chance of getting through that?
Aye.
Definitely.
Could that have been worse?
Aye.
Tough games. We just have to remember back to my debut here as head coach when we played Cyprus, and it took a last minute Ollie Burt goal to beat them. So we know Cyprus can be difficult opponents. I look at my squad and I see a group of players that will be ready to do their best for their country.
We knew we were in a tough group, but we knew we could also make a mark on it. We knew we could give everyone a game, especially at home. Had to capitalise on the start of the campaign. 3 home games out of the first 4, I think we had to get off to a good start.
150 years of the Scottish Football Association, and today another campaign begins. Let's go! For the 2024 UEFA European Championships start here at Hampden Park.
Come on, Scotland!
It's going to be a new goalkeeper for Scotland. It was a case of which one of the 3 would make their debut, and Steve Clark has answered that question by handing the gloves to Angus Gunn, who follows in his dad Brian's footsteps by keeping goal for his country.
Before the campaign started, I had a positive conversation and felt really good about it. Ever since I came into the group, the lads welcomed me amazingly. I felt really comfortable coming in straight away.
There are some giant names to come in Group A, but first 100% of Scotland's attention is on Cyprus and match day 1. Now Hickey stepped away from Ioannou. Hickey twisting and turning.
There was a lot of pressure on us that game. I think we kind of played within ourselves, probably. Felt the pressure of it. We were up against the bottom seed in the group, and it was so important to get off to a flyer.
Here's Armstrong, Robertson's on his way again. It's Andy Robertson with McGinn at the back post! Oh, John McGinn! So often the man for his country. Here's Dykes, neat touch onto McTominay! The second and crucial goal!
Obviously Dykes has done really well with the header, and for me it's just getting about the pitch more and getting in the box and scoring goals and trying to make things happen, because I know that I'm capable of potentially scoring more goals than I do.
They might be able to finish it off here. Oh, Scott McTominay with number 3. A double off the bench for McTominay.
It was a clean sheet, 3 goals, and in the end it was a good victory, but performance could have been better. Obviously delighted to get off the mark for the campaign. We're aware of the record we've got in the opening games of qualification campaigns, so today was always going to be a tough test. Cyprus made it difficult for us. The last time we had a double header against them, and they made it difficult today. But 3 goals and a clean sheet, we can't complain.
Looking ahead to another challenging game against Spain on Tuesday.
We know what they're capable of. They're a top quality team. They're top seeds in the group. We'll give them a tough game on Tuesday.
The night at Hampden against Spain was something that, can't really explain how it felt.
As when you come to these big nations and the big games, I think the next step for the group is to consistently, 1, perform in the game, and 2, try and get a positive result. And we have been building towards that.
We could feel the atmosphere in the stadium before the game. We knew that it was a real chance for us to go and put a marker down against one of the best international teams probably in the world at the moment.
I think it was a feeling of us returning those special nights back to Hampden.
In 150 years of Scotland internationals, there have been some incredible moments. Can another one be written into the history books tonight? That's pulled back.
Cyprus getting into the box, timing it well. Toro just slips. Andy Robertson with a perfect pick out. What a start from Scotland. Absolutely brilliant.
Now Toro. And it's off the ball from Hosnilu. Coming forward is Toro. He's going to strike one here, and he got plenty behind it. Now one for Lyndon Dykes to chase. He's going to win the race as well. It's Lyndon Dykes bearing down on goal. It's just over the top.
All the intangibles in football, Scott McTominay has every single one of them. The determination, the kind of mentality. To me, potentially the most important player in this team.
Now, can he pick out the killer pass? There's McTominay! Oh, what a hit from Scott McTominay!
People always think I was a striker as a kid. I was never a striker. I've always been a midfield player. Just love doing a little bit of both really, but obviously prefer scoring. The endeavour from Kieran to get down the line and really push himself right at the start of the second half was important for us, obviously, to get off to a good start. Whenever we play against top teams, we want to be able to compete. We know that we can compete, and it's not having any shyness about us to go and play and push each other as much as we can, because we know we can win big games like that.
It was a real sort of mark of where we wanted to go as a group and as a country, and that night was just special.
I think it was as big a shock to us as what it was maybe to everyone else, because we had been doing really well and progressing really well as a group. That was probably the one thing, was about getting a result against a pot, sort of one team where you maybe not expected to get a result, but for us, if we want to consistently qualify for big tournaments, then that's the type of results that you need.
Such a big nation, and beating them 2-0 quite comfortable as well. You've seen how aggravated the players and that were after the game, so it shows that we competed against them well, and I think that just showed that we could go on and beat anyone.
Sometimes you look at players and you think that they maybe, because they're not playing every week, every minute at their club, they get a little bit despondent. When they come away with us, I just say, look, just smile, go and enjoy your football. I always believe that a happy footballer is a good footballer. And I think tonight you could see we had 16 happy footballers on the pitch.
Obviously a lot from the manager, him having confidence in me and him believing in me, and I feel like I can trust him and speak to him about anything. There was a time last year I did go and speak to him and I said, I'm struggling a little bit here, I don't quite feel myself and stuff like that, and he was just like, go back to when you were a kid and when you were playing football with a smile on your face. And then I spoke to my family, I spoke to my girlfriend, and it was like, you know what, he's right, like I'm in such a privileged position, I shouldn't be stressed about not playing as much or whatever's going on behind the scenes. I should just enjoy it and play with a smile on my face. And then after he said that to me, I went and scored 4 goals. Get out of the way, you. Whoa, careful! It just shows you that sometimes you need a manager who's there to listen to you and speak to you, and obviously he does that incredibly well.
Steve, that's a wrap on day 1 of our Spanish-based training camp ahead of 2 big Euro qualifiers against Norway and Georgia. What are you looking for from the boys over the next few days?
Just to get them into the mindset of being together again as a group. Most of the group here, not everybody, but obviously circumstances dictate who you get and who you don't get. But we've got most of them here, so we're going to have a few days good training. Nice to get them all moving again, especially the boys that finished in the English Championship.
It's been good to get everyone together again. Training's been really good out here in the nice weather, so everyone's enjoying it and it's not been too hard.
Obviously the last 2 games were really good results and we've gave ourselves a really good opportunity to get into these 2 games. Going with the results, if we get positive ones, we could be in a really good position, so I think that will be important.
The 2 games coming up will be pivotal in the group. We've had a great start, but we have to build on that. Norway away will be tough, Georgia at home will be equally as tough, but we've had a good start, so we should go into the games with confidence. We want to get the points required to make sure that we go into the second half of the campaign in a good position.
Let's look at Norway then. Pot 3, Erling Haaland.
There's one word I knew you were going to mention.
If you talk about world football right now, there's arguably no player in better form than him. But one man doesn't always make a team, so you have to obviously consider that as well. Of all the teams in pot 3, maybe the hardest.
I think they were the one to avoid. Norway is tough because of one man, really.
One thing that stood out for me was they've not been at a major tournament in a lot longer than we realised. Euro 2000, they all have that burning hunger to get back to the major tournament that obviously we'll have still. We want to get back again after Euro 2020, but arguably more so for Norway now.
Scotland look to build on a spectacular start and cement their spot at the summit of the group, but be very wary indeed of this Norwegian side in desperate need of a win. Sorloth, it's over the top of Gunn and down goes Haaland, and the referee this time points to the spot. Yellow card is shown the way of Ryan Porteous.
Porteous and Haaland wrestling each other a wee bit. I think he's thrown himself to the deck. Haaland's gone down very, very easily.
52 goals in 53 games for Manchester City this season. Haaland against Gunn. Haaland scores. Norway crucially leads. And it's Erling Haaland's homecoming to Norway. Final alteration, we'll see Ryan Porteous come off and to be replaced by Norwich City's Kenny McLean.
For me, Kenny McLean epitomises this team. When people are like, why is he in the squad? because he is the coolest man in the stadium every single time. He's a big character and he's a good player.
It was one of the pinnacles of my international career, that game. A huge turnaround, probably one that will live in our memories as players and supporters for many years.
Spain game obviously was special at Hampden, but I think definitely the Norway away game. I think the last 5 minutes of that game was something you don't see every single week.
The disappointing thing is in the last wee spell we've really been able to walk the ball into dangerous areas.
McGinn might do now, it's just behind McLean. Dykes is there! Yes! Lyndon Dykes! It is a crucial goal for Scotland! That is massive! Scotland have had to be so patient. Chances have been few and far between.
When Dykes scored that goal, it was pure joy, and it was like this is a good point at the time. It cuts to the manager and Robbo, and I think they're speaking about do we have a go here, or do we take the point, settle? But I think when you've got that momentum, it's hard to go and sit and take the point.
I'm pretty special in the heat. A lot of away fans, big travelling support. You know, you think you've managed to just nick a draw, and then, you know, 90 seconds later.
Do Scotland have something else up their sleeve here? McTominay, if Dykes can get the flick on here, it's John McGinn, it's Dykes, it's McLean! Oh, what a turnaround in Oslo! This is quite sensational! Scotland have picked their moment to strike!
I think they went a bit longer from kick-off, the ball broke and Scotty breaks up the side, and I don't know why I was that far up the pitch, to be honest, because the point would have been good, but as soon as you see the play developing, it goes to McGinn. He still claims that it's a cutback. I don't know if it's a shot or not, but we'll take it as a cutback. Dykes' set's perfect and I'm running onto it with my right foot, which is not too reliable, but thankfully in this time it was.
And the full-time whistle is blown. As spectacular as it was against Spain, that is just as big. Scotland have produced the most dramatic of finishes to turn around that game, to maintain the perfect start to the group.
It still brings a smile to my face and hopefully a lot of people's faces. It was just a moment that will always just be the real highlight. You know, it's right up there with highlights in my career. Other goals that I've scored against Man City, winning leagues, and it's just one that really sticks out, and especially obviously with the Scotland fans. Every time I speak to Scotland fans now, they speak about that goal, which is good, the fact that it's put a smile on a lot of people's faces. I think that makes it even better.
It was a crazy game. Obviously to score 2 goals right at the end like that, it was an amazing feeling. It's something that you wish you could just bottle up and go through it again, because it was a one-off kind of moment, and it was just typical us Scotland at the moment. You know, everything's gone for us and for the whole away support as well. It's just an iconic day, and hopefully many more to come.
You could say over Clark's reign we've maybe been putting a few ghosts to bed or kind of seen unfinished business away, but Georgia feels like something that we need to now address, and we've got an opportunity to do that.
Scotland's hopes of reaching Euro 2008 evaporated here 8 years ago. There simply must be no repeat. Kazai's a major moment. Maloney deflected over and out. Scotland get a break of the ball here. It is all over. It's a horrible feeling of deja vu for Scotland.
It's the one flag that when you're watching that draw coming out that you're thinking, not that one, not that one. But as you say, it does feel like we're in a very, very different place. I think the support probably feel that as well. It's like we're just getting rid of some of the baggage that has probably been with the national team for decades, and losing that, maybe a bit of pessimism.
Good evening from the National Stadium. In the last few minutes, it's just started pouring down. Let's hope it's not an omen as to how the game's going to go tonight.
There's no doubt about it. The conditions will play a major part. Looking to get the strike away. Well. Physical side, the Georgian, but again sends it in near post. It comes to Callum McGregor. Opening goal for Scotland. Callum McGregor inside 6 minutes. And the wave of Scottish euphoria gets bigger and bigger, turning into a Scotland tsunami.
This certainly doesn't look like a normal goal check.
Well, the players are going to head off with just under 10 minutes on the clock, and we will have to wait and see what happens here, as well, the Scotland players certainly seemed happy to go on, the Georgians not at all.
All players were saying you can't play on a pitch like this, but then we scored, and obviously then they didn't want to play, and then we obviously did because we're winning. We've come here to play, we're not come here to play tomorrow or tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. We want to play now. Everyone in the changing room is thinking that this game's going to get played and they're going to clear the pitch and it's going to be fine, and that was what happened.
Across Scotland is cancelled. We're in for the long haul at Hampden Park. Scotland waited 23 years to return to a major tournament. A little bit of rain will not halt them now. Tierney. Robertson. McTominay coming forward. Scott McTominay! What a start to the second half!
My first touch was quite far ahead of me, and I was pretty much on the stretch with my left foot, so I was surprised whenever that one actually went in. But again, it's big moments in big games. Whenever you score goals, it's important for your team, and obviously everyone is so happy that we're doing so well with Scotland, and it just makes me so pleased to be here.
Scalia in disguise with the chip into the box, but it doesn't work out for Georgia. Handball.
It's a handball, but for me, it's another one of those. It's given, it's ludicrous.
And it is a penalty kick to Georgia in stoppage time. It's Scalia, and he blazes it over the top. More reason to celebrate for Scotland. It is the final whistle, and with it, history has been made at Hampden Park as Scotland win the opening 4 games of a qualification campaign for the first time ever.
I believe you've ever been involved in such a crazy game.
Yeah, it was a crazy night, and the weather. Pitch was flooded, and then to thank the ball boys and all that and the staff to clear the pitch and make sure it was playable. It was amazing.
Everybody was trying to help. I'm sure if we could have found enough brushes or squeegees or whatever, all the lads would have been out there sweeping the water off the pitch.
If you win games, everybody feels good about it. The confidence grows, and you start to see what you can achieve as a group. But I think it's just down to your everyday basics. You know, when you come as a group, everyone's together. We all want to do well. We're all working for the same cause, and the manager's got a really good system where the players believe in it. When things like that happen, and you get little moments along the way that helps the group really buy in and believe in what they're doing, then you've seen now probably over a consistent period that Scotland are a decent force as well, and we're a good team that can go and get big results.
It's a hazard over here.
The objective for the first half of the campaign, 3 home games and a tough away game in Norway, was to get as many points as we could. We can't get any more than 12, so that's a great effort for the players, magnificent. Now we go to the second half of the campaign, which we always had half an eye on, but we've put ourselves in a great position, so all we have to do is keep focusing on ourselves, keep trying to be better and keep picking up points.
That's quickly taken by Adams to Robertson, 2 in the box, and McGinn gets the flick, and McTominay! It's the perfect start, and it's Scott McTominay again. Make that 6th for the campaign for the Manchester United midfielder.
I think the consistency that we were kind of showing early on, and I think we were quite relentless with our performances and not giving many goals away, and scoring a lot in big games. And I think we started that group really well, and that helped us throughout. That we, the games in the latter stages, we kind of just needed to get to see it out.
Robertson with the ball in, Hendry, and then Porteous. A few looks towards the officials, but things just get better and better for Scotland.
Yeah, that was one of the best feelings I've had in football, and I don't think anything really compares to that moment. And I've watched it back a fair few times, and that was it was a great feeling.
Nicely on from Hickey to McTominay, who steps inside. McGinn from the edge of the area. Number 3, not to be outdone. John McGinn in on the act, and this is a Scotland side on the cusp of something very special indeed.
The shift in belief, confidence. We're playing with a bit of swagger now, especially the second half, the way we're moving the ball a bit. I think that's what was missing the first half. I've probably been a bit harsh on us, saying we didn't play well, being 3-0 up, but the second half we played with a lot more belief, kept the ball a lot more, and kind of looked like a pot 1 team, looked like a Division A team, and that's what we're aspiring to be. So we've got 3 games coming up against top class opposition, and that'll be a real test of where we are.
On 15 points now, it was a significant win tonight, wasn't it? You're not quite there, but we are ever so close, aren't we? You're smiling.
Aye, we're not there yet. We're trying our best to keep a lid on it, but the wee guys inside you are getting excited. We are getting excited, we're allowed to get excited, but we're not there yet. If there was one country to mess it up, it would be Scotland. We're all aware of that. We've been in really good positions before and messed it up, and this time it's just not going to be the case.
Your winners against Spain at Hampden back in March. What does it take, what does it need for that to happen again this week?
It's a perfect performance that night. It was almost perfect. They're a top quality side, so we know we need to be our best to get anything from the game. They'll be hurting from the result. We would be the same if they beat us in the first game, so we need to expect a reaction there at home. We're really looking forward to coming up against them. It's another huge test for us.
Euro 2024 is agonisingly close for Scotland. Is tonight the night at the Stadio La Cartuja that Steve Clarke's side book their place in Germany next summer?
Spain, the last 2 games certainly seemed to hit a bit of form. We had a big result against them at Hampden. We have to be very, very good at what we do, and if we do that, then I'm sure we can get a result.
Of course you're excited, but once you meet up with the boys, it's full focus on trying to get the job done. We're not there yet. We can quite easily be caught by Norway, so if it's a point, brilliant. If it's 3 points, even better.
Win tonight and they win the group. A draw secures qualification. It has been a record-breaking campaign to date. A 100% record, but now the most daunting fixture of the group. Ferran Torres with the corner again. It causes problems, flicked on at the front post by Robin Lenormand. Scotland look to play offside. Gabby picks back. Oyarthamo, and then the strike is off the post somehow. Scotland hanging on here.
We haven't done it yet. We haven't got over the line. What we have done is we've put ourselves in a very good position by winning the first 5 games. We want to be in Germany. We stated that right from the start. We didn't want to go through the playoffs. So now we've got some chances to finish the job.
Looking for that straight ball. Robertson is there. Out comes Simon.
It looks like he's dislocated his shoulder there, Rory. I mean, extremely painful and a massive blow for Scotland now to be missing not just Kieran Tierney but Andy Robertson as well.
Christie now backing Carvajal into a corner. It's Christie, he was surely clipped there. And Scotland will have a free kick. There's a yellow card as well. And that 6-yard box is absolutely loaded here. McTominay! Scott McTominay for Scotland! Can they take the heat? You bet they can! Scotland on fire! Scott McTominay on fire! Scotland lead in Seville! And the dream is so close now!
I was away celebrating, to be honest. We knew we weren't going to come here and dominate the ball, you know. We knew it was going to be tough and it was going to be kind of moments like that, you know, set plays. You know, when you've got somebody who can strike a ball like Scotty. It's fine margins like that, you can go and nick a goal. Yeah, for it to go against us tonight is frustrating.
Well, there's going to be a VAR check. Paul van Bokel, the VAR official, has called over Serdar Gozojbuk. To have a look at this.
Suggesting there's a foul on Simon. I mean, come on, seriously. Again.
Well, we talk about goalkeepers being a protected species.
He's given the free kick, Rory. There's a question of, is he offside and then has he influenced the... But it looks as if he's just purely given that as a foul.
The performance deserved to get something from the game. You know, up until, I don't know when they scored the goal, but up until then, I think, you know, first half we struggled a little bit just to get our shape. I think second half, especially the first part of the second half, we limited them to very little and had a couple of counters ourselves. So, you know, frustrating on the night, but yeah, like I said, plenty of positives to move forward, and you know, it's still all in our hands. So.
Ferran Torres now to Jesus Navas. Great ball in from Navas, and Alvaro Morata does get the breakthrough for Spain. The captain leads from the front. Oh, a slip from Hickey, the chance and a goal, and that might just seal the points for Spain. In the 86th minute, Scotland deflated, and for once it was a lapse of their own architects of their own downfall.
It's 100% in our hands. We've done a lot of work to get 15 points from 6 games it is now. If Norway don't get anything against Spain on Sunday night, we qualify on Sunday night. But we don't qualify because Norway don't get anything from Spain. We qualify because of the work we have done to have 15 points sitting here.
Steve Clarke's squad are in Lille ahead of a friendly against France tomorrow, but the fans who have made the trip have only one thing on their minds.
Germany 2024 could be settled right here. And Spain have the ball in the nets.
Scotland have done it. What's your thoughts?
Can't believe we've done it with 2 games to spare. See if you gave me that at the beginning of the group, I'd have bit your hand off for it. Under Steve Clarke, we've improved every single time we come out for a game. The squad's much better. You look at the bench now, we've got a team. If we play our full potential, you never know what might happen.
They all want to play for one another. It's like a big family.
Aye. They'll all fight for each other.
Congratulations, Steve. Scotland qualified for Euro 2024. How does that feel?
Well, I'm smiling, so that's a start. Now, listen, it feels good. Obviously, goes without saying that the vast majority of the credit has to go to this group of players. They've been magnificent the whole campaign. When I spoke to them last night, just after the game, I don't think they'd quite realised how how big an achievement that actually was. You know, to qualify with 2 games left in the group is a sign of a good team. I keep telling them they're a good team, and now they're starting to believe that they're a good team.
Right from the off, right from the start, the manager and the staff believed that we were good enough to go and qualify, so they never changed the full way throughout, kept the standards really high, and yeah, I think that's probably one of the reasons why we qualified, because it was right from the beginning. The staff and the players believed that.
You want all your players to be in form, you want all your players to be confident coming into the camp, and that's what we're trying to develop here. It's not just about the 11 on the pitch, it's about your whole squad. I'm very fortunate as the head coach of Scotland that I've got a really good squad of players.
When first coming in, of course, you're a bit nervous to any squad you go to, but when coming in, it made us feel part of it straight away, which was brilliant. I love coming away, no matter what age group it was. I was always trying to get there. I just love coming away. I mean, boys are good, all the staff are always good. It's always a good time.
I think just being part of the squad is special. Just the atmosphere that you have within the group and the players and the coaches and staff. It's just a really nice place to be, and everyone luckily has the performances to go along with it and be successful.
It's very much a group here. Anytime you're asked to play, I think all the boys give everything they have, and that's all I try to do. The atmosphere's so relaxed and fun and easy. Just a lot of good times when you're with the camp. I think everyone loves coming away to international.
You stepped into captain for the rest of that campaign. Is it safe to say that this is a squad that's full of leaders?
It could be anyone really. You've got Shanks captain of Hearts, Coop's captain of Leeds, myself captain of my club. But we've got a squad full of big characters, big leaders, and the responsibility taking it off Rob was pretty easy. Do the coin toss sometimes and let everyone do their thing. So we've got a responsible group, many leaders in there, and brilliant to have that.
Landmark night is for Steve Clarke, his 50th game, 24 wins so far, and a superb job. Kvaratskhelia is going in, and Georgia take the lead. McGregor for Taylor. Nicely into the feet of McLean. Now Scott McTominay. Oh, and Scott McTominay has scored yet again for Scotland. Nice pass, bent into Kvaratskelia's path. There is shots. Oh, it's a super goal from Kvaratskhelia.
We're needing a goal, we're chasing a goal. Steve Clarke I think he knows himself. If you're wanting a goal, out of all the strikers you've got at your disposal, you're picking on Shankland, didn't you?
Watching Shankland, he's very good at linking the play up and holding the ball around, getting his body, keeping it, but he's also very good at scoring goals.
Armstrong. Tomlin has gone down off the ball. Armstrong with the cross. There's the header! It's 2-2! In stoppage time is Lawrence Shankland, who scores for Scotland. It's his first Scotland goal for 4 years.
There's been a lot of rejections on the way, but it comes down to hard work and determination really. I think the way you need to look at it is just that opportunity that you had before is maybe closed and you just need to wait on another one opening. There was times that I couldn't really have dreamed of getting a Scotland cap, but I think you just need to knuckle down and keep working hard and doing what you do, and obviously when you work hard enough and things pay off, you get these opportunities. I've took most of them. So it has been a bit of an up and down journey, but it's one I've worked hard and I feel like you deserve it because you work hard for it, and I feel that's been the case for myself.
Obviously the supporters are a big part of what we try to do. The team turn up every game, they try to do their best for them. We've had a great away following. Terrific support here at Hampden, especially over the last couple of years. Full houses, great atmospheres. It'll be nice for the players to hopefully put on a good performance. Say thank you to the fans at the end of the game, and also for the fans to thank the team for achieving another qualification. So hopefully a good night, but first the serious stuff on the pitches, make sure we get a positive result.
suffered for a long time, you know. Supporting Scotland, we've managed to get them back-to-back tournaments, which is amazing, you know, actually doing it comfortably this time, which a lot of good work was done at the start of the campaign. So it's probably a good night for everyone to come and celebrate.
So it is the evening where the curtain comes down on Group A of the European qualifiers. Scotland guaranteed their spots in the top two.
We want to finish strong. There's not many games until we get to the Euros now, so we need to try and use that to prepare the team as best we can and prepare the squad as best we can. But you know, hopefully the supporters will enjoy the night, the sort of celebration of everyone being together and actually being able to enjoy it, because we probably looked at the campaign thinking these last two games would be vital in terms of qualification, and we've managed to give ourselves a cushion. So you know, I'm sure the supporters will enjoy it. It absolutely should be a celebration for them, but the players also have to stay focused, and like I said, there's still a lot of work to be done for us as a team and as a squad to try and be in the best shape come the Euros in the summer.
The draw was made. I think many thought this would be a pivotal fixture to see who would advance to the Euro next year. Scotland will be there, Norway will not. This is the first of 5 matches between now and the Euro next year for players to really stake their claim for a spot in the tournament squad. There's going to be a chance here for Donham, and Donham scores the opening goal. Inside 3 minutes, he took it really well. It's McTominay who went low, it's McGregor, blocked away, they want handball, and the referee says penalty. McGinn against Selvik, it's 1 apiece. And Scotland weren't behind here for long. Bob for Ryerson into the near post area, and it's going to squirm in, and Norway are in front again. In for McTominay, flicked on by McLean, and it goes all the way through, and it's 2-2. Armstrong, McGinn, it's Armstrong again, it's 3-2 to Scotland.
It was actually a really nice pass from John. I wasn't actually expecting it. I just managed to wriggle out the corner, and he was in a really nice position, so just played him. I thought he was going to cross it, and I've woken up just in time for his cutback and managed to squeeze it through.
Ryerson's done well there to get beyond Christie. Here's the ball in, chance for 3-3, and the game is level again. Well, the great way to end Group A for these two. For Scotland now, the plans really commence for the Euro for next year. They are off to Germany.
We know you'll come over in big numbers. We know you'll enjoy Germany, you'll embrace it, and yeah, hopefully we can put on performances that you're proud of. But I think we all need to go over there and enjoy it, enjoy being at our first major tournament where everything's open and you know it's a full capacity stands and things like that. And you know, I think us as players will try and capitalise on that, and I'm sure the fans will as well. So just enjoy yourselves and make sure you back the team like you always do.
Nobody needs to tell you how good the Tartan Army are, how good the support is. Some of the nights we had here at Hampden were absolutely electric, and moments that we'll probably all take to our grave. Great nights, great performances. The madness of Oslo probably sticks in your mind a little bit with that crazy 3 or 4 minutes at the end of the game where we turned around a 1-0 deficit and won the game. You turn to the lads who were getting absolutely roasted by the sun that day. So these memories are something that you always take away. So obviously the football memories are good, but the memories of the crowd, the night against Spain here at Hampden, the noise of the crowd, the sweeping the water off the pitch against Georgia, it's something that's a campaign that had everything. Big effort for the players, but also a big effort for the supporters. So always delighted to praise the supporters, and hopefully they can go to Germany, enjoy themselves, and see a good Scotland team perform very well.
I think it's huge that everybody, no matter how big or small a part you played a part in it, and it's good to take note of that. As a squad, as a collective, I think there's a really good feel about the place. I think everybody's pulling in the right directions. It was a great campaign, and I'm sure everybody's looking to just try and get involved in the Euros now. Agreed.
What can Scotland fans expect from you and the team this summer?
100% honesty, 100% preparation, and 100% performance on the pitch. That's all we can do. If we go there and play to the best of our ability, then I'm pretty confident that we can be the first Scottish team to come out of group stage.